agreed ratio of profit sharing. These and many more are under the Islamic commercial finance. Then we have the Islamic social finance, which, the instrument includes zakat, which we know it's one of the pillars of Islam. Zakat is collected from the rich and given to the poor. Like the Prophet said, خُذْ مِنْ أَجْنِيَائِهِمْ وَتُرَدُّ إِلَى فُقَرَائِهِمْ. Collect zakat from the rich one who are liable and then distribute it to the poor people in your community. It is also what Allah mentioned in Quran chapter 59, Surah Al-Hashr, verse 8. Allah says, لِكَيْ لَا يَكُونَ دُولَةً بَيْنَ الْأَغْنِيَاءِ مِنْكُمْ. You collect zakat from the rich one so that the rich one alone will not amass and accumulate it to the expense or to the disadvantage of the less privileged. And then the other one under the Islamic social finance instrument is sadaqah, which we call charity. Then, which can be done anytime based on our mood, based on our situation, based on our pulse. Then the third one is waqfu, which we can translate literally to mean an endowment. It is called sadaqatun jariyah. And it is also something that we can do. You can endow. Even knowledge, you can endow knowledge. There's nothing virtually that we cannot endow today that will bring public good to the people in our community. Building of schools, creating a walkway for people to pass, erecting borehole water or tap water for people. These are all some of the things we can do under Waqfu that is going to bring benefit to the people in our environment. Or planting of trees, that germinate and grow seed that people can eat, or even serve as a shade for people from suns. So many things that can be done under Waqfu that will bring benefits to the people. Then, of course, today in Nigeria, go everywhere in Nigeria, you will see, they will say, sukuk, which means, bond, Islamic bond, money collected by investors to provide a public good to the people, whether you are a Muslim or a non-Muslim, everybody will benefit from that particular, sukuk, infrastructural project that has been put in place by Sukuk Fund. And of course, again, beyond that also, we have infaqu fi sabilillah, that is spending in the way of Allah. Then we also have what we call qaratun hasana, benevolent loans which we give out, people don't pay back. Or if when people are unable to pay back, it is written off. All these are part of the benefits that we can get when we try to use either of the Islamic financial instrument, or whether it is Islamic commercial finance or it is Islamic social finance. And of course, there are some principles, underlying principles, guiding the Islamic financial system, which is the prohibition of riba. Usury is not allowed. Anything that has the element of interest or usury is forbidden. Number two, gharar, uncertainty or speculation. It is also completely, not acceptable. Then the third one is maisir, that is gambling. You are not sure, but you want to gamble. In the Islamic financial system, it is prohibited. And anything, again, that is going to, bring about injury to the environment, to the people in the environment, it is prohibited in Islamic finance. And then, of course, Islamic finance principle also, one of the things it also encourages is profit and loss venture transaction. Profit and loss transactions are highly encouraged because you share the profit and then you also share the loss. You don't transfer, either the person who wants to enjoy the facility. Let us look at, some practical examples in our own climate today. Just recently, due to, shortages of what we call the cash swap that just, is still ravaging our community today. You will recall that even when the central bank had given all the banks the new notes to disburse to their customers, it was to make available the new notes without, compromising. This is one of the benefits of the Islamic financial system because it is transparent. It is built on transparency and honesty. That is why it is being regarded as bay'ul amana, honest transactions. They will never hoard because hoarding is prohibited. They will never exploit because exploitation is prohibited. They will never bring about hardship because ad-darar yuzal. One of the legal maxims of Sharia is that ad-darar yuzal, harm must be removed. Make life easier for the people. That is why you see today many people who do not understand the way the Islamic financial system operates are now trying to bank with how the banks work. While their contemporaries in the conventional banks were hoarding the new note, the Islamic financial banks brought out the new note, dispensed the new note, both on their, on their ATM machines and on the counter to their customers. Because the supervising committee overseeing their affairs, which we call the advisory committee of experts, are watching them to ensure that their activities, their operations are not antithetical to the principle of Islamic commercial law. So this is one of the benefits, we gain when we patronize the non-financial institution, which we call the Islamic financial institution. Like I also did mention, that even when you need to get anything, any article or any goods or any materials, and you don't have the resources, approach your Islamic financial banker. Bring your papers. If they are all well documented, and you sit down, you look at the paper, they look at the paper with you, they go into the contract with you, and you sign the contract, they will provide this thing for you, even when at the comfort of your house or at the comfort of your offices, without you overstressing yourselves, because the payment period is going to be extended for you, and you make your payments based on your agreement with them without paying any interest. This is something that is very unique with the Islamic financial system. These and many more are what the Islamic financial system brings to the community where it is thriving. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Salamu alaikum, musulmin duniya baki daya. Lokacin sahur ko buɗe baki, ku kasance tare da Checkers Custard. Domin Checkers Custard ya dace da masu yin azumi. Ramadan Mubarak masoyana.
In the midst of cacophony of private and public schools, very few meet the desired needs of discerning Muslim parents in the areas of education, morals, and spirituality. At Tanzil Schools believes that education is total and an all-round development of the brain, body, mind, and soul, and we have uniquely blended Islamic and secular learning with uncommon mastery. At Tanzil Schools is full boarding with superb academic, human, and caregiving resources. Parents who experience at Tanzil Schools have attested to the versatility of our pupils, the dedication of our staff, and the meticulousness of our management. We have held numerous awards in both Quranic and secular competitions. The standard is world class. The fees are pocket friendly. Come on, let's nurture the children that will comfort your eyes and give you sakina in your old age. At Tanzil Schools is located in Valley View Estate after WAEC office in Ibiteg Ikorodu, Lagos. Admission is on. Call now 0810-589-1274. Email info@atanzilschools.com. At Tanzil Schools, nurturing tomorrow's leaders.
In the world of timeless elegance and refined style, one name stands above the rest: Everyman. From exquisitely tailored suits to elegant